Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Got a lot going on here today. I want to show you the new ornaments that I have been making. They're cute little hot cocoa cup ornaments that have a gift card holder on the back. And then we're gonna make the two that I showed you yesterday, the scan to track Santa ones. There's a reindeer and there's a Santa. I don't want to call it Rudolph because I don't know if you can, but it does look like Rudolph because it has a big red nose. Anyways, we're gonna do those today. I'll show you. I had so many people send me messages that I need this many, I need that many. I'm gonna go ahead and do them as kits. So I'm gonna show you how it comes, and they are going to be $4.75. I think it's $4.75 each, because I have to engrave it and I have to paint the one layer and then engrave that. So I'll show you. There's very little that you're going to do, but it's going to be like 75% done. But we'll finish them. We'll put the ribbon and all that stuff on it. I'll show you how to do that. Super easy. But I wanted to show you all this goodness that I've been working on. So many cute ones. So many. Oh my goodness. I don't even know which is my favorite. I just look at them and go, oh yeah. And I was thinking they would be really cute just standing up and made into like a little cup that stands without the top part, without the little hook loop at the top for hanging. So I was thinking some of them I could make into little standers. Not all of them, but there's cute ones like Santa and Mrs. Santa, the snowman, the reindeer, the gingerbread. I'm just thinking a few of them might be really cute to just make into little things like that stand. What do you think? Tell me. Let me know. If you're watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put #replay. Let me go ahead and share this over. Oh, I must have fingerprints on my glasses. There's foggy. Yeah. Or dog lick kisses. I don't know. Something. Anything. You never know during the middle of the night what happens to my glasses. Yeah. Unfortunately. Well, I woke up and I had 3 dogs on the bed. Annie wasn't up there. I think Annie's the one that chewed them last time, but Riley was there, and Sophie and Marley. Yeah. They're so silly. Anyways, and Annie was down on the floor. And then Stubby was out in the living room. Okay, let me share this to VIP group. How is everybody? Just say hello if you're out there watching. And if you are not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle. If you know what that means SHARE. And that way we can get this out to more people and share our love of crafting, right? Okay, let me... And you know what? I tried to make it so that you could see it better. So my head's kind of cut off a little bit. There. Okay. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Hi, Sandy. Hi, Julie. Hi, Bridget. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, I was busy yesterday. I decided I just wanted to get them done. Yeah, they would be cute on a tier trace. Absolutely. I think that would be fun. Just to do some of them, not all of them. Hey, Marcia, how are you? Happy Monday, guys. I know it takes a little bit for people to get on, but this one's not gonna be very long. I actually have a lot of things I need to do because I won't be here tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be traveling up to LA area to hopefully adopt that dog. I hope it all works out. If her surgery takes place today, it's supposed to. I'm supposed to call tonight and verify, make sure that she actually had the surgery. And guess what? I was looking through the list going, okay, so I know that they put a lot of small dogs together. And I told you the facility is at like 300% occupancy, which is just so sad. It's so crowded. And their prices are really low because they need to empty the shelter, but I think they've been low for a while. So for her, it's only going to be $30 for the adoption because she's been there more than 10 days. And the only reason she's been there more than 10 days is because they've been searching for the owner. And then her surgery, they're only charging $50 to get her spayed. What a deal. What a a deal. Oh my goodness. So yeah, she might need stuff later. She looks like she's needs some teeth work done. We'll see how that goes. That's always expensive later. But the spay part is usually $400 or $500. I think for one of my dogs I paid $600 because she had to have other stuff done at the same time. Anyways, I'm hoping it all works out. But there's other ones. I told you she has other ones in her kennel with her instead of just being in her own individual kennel, which a lot of times they're either in there by themselves or there's one. I actually found there's 5 other dogs in the kennel with her because it's so crowded. Yeah, it's really crowded. So there's other littles in there. There's a poodle in there, and there's a terrier, and then there's three little chihuahuas that are in there with her. I'm not taking them home. I promise. Just her. So anyways, let's take a look at these cutie pies. And I'm going to have to turn them all around, of course. Let me just go out, and we're going to do the 2. We're not going to do all these today. Okay. So I don't know if I will. They're pretty basic painting. So if you were to look at the picture, you probably would be able to tell. So, hey Deb, how are you? Thank you. Surgery for the dog. So she's getting spayed. So the dog is getting spayed. Is that what you meant? Yeah. So the dog is getting spayed today, and then tomorrow she'll be up for adoption. Hey Doris, my sister. Hi Laura. Are you keeping her at finding the owner? I'm going to try to find the owner. I am really. Oh, I don't know. I just feel it in me that she is in the same situation as Chloe, that she was taken and that she was lost from a different area. I feel like when I get to the bottom of the whole thing that she's going to be from a whole different area, and her owners have probably been looking for her for a long time. So that's what I feel, but maybe not. Maybe her owners don't even want her. If they don't want her, then we'll keep her, or if she doesn't work out with our crew, then we will find a home, but which won't be hard. I have lots of friends that would love to have an older dog that is already potty trained, hopefully. So, okay, so we're going to make these 2. These are the 2 that we're going to make. I showed you those yesterday. You scan the QR code, it goes to NORAD. For the Santa tracker. So the Santa tracker starts December 1st. So on December 1st, they start tracking Santa, which is kind of fun for the kids. So it's really easy. If you haven't ever done this, it's like at the restaurant nowadays where they have a menu and you have to scan it. You just take your phone and you just take your camera. And I don't know if the old ones do this, but mine does this, and there's a little yellow button there, and you just press it, and then it takes you to the website. Sometimes it takes a second, and it says, come back December 1st, and it's NORAD Santa Tracker. Okay, so that's what we're going to make those 2 today. And like I said, there's not a ton of work on it, but I'll show you. I have to do, when I do this, I will be engraving this back piece for you. You do not paint that, otherwise the QR code won't work. So it's just going to be the raw wood on the back, and then I paint this for you, and then I do the engraving. It says, "Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus." Right down Santa Claus Lane on this one. So that piece, I'll show you what's painted and what's not. And then on this one, same thing. Back is engraved. And then I paint the ring, and it says jingle bells, jingle all the way. Okay, so those I have to paint and engrave. Okay, otherwise you can't see all the words. It just doesn't work out. So half of the project is done, will be done for you already. And then I just wanted to show you all of these. Thank you guys. So these are gift card holders, but they don't have to be. On the website, I have them listed just as ornaments, and then I have the backer part that you can add for $1. Okay, this backer is specific for this shape. It's not going to fit the other ornaments. So I'll post one that will fit the other ornaments that you can just add on, but it's $1 to add the backer because it's 2 layers there. So I'm just going to go through and just show you. I'll give you a close up. Hey, Lynn, how are you? Hi, Janine. I'm sorry, Karen Ross. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. That is not fun. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? Yeah, Sandy, that's what I thought that's what you meant. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So her surgery. Okay, so there's a boy and a girl penguin. I made these all yesterday. Okay, so the painting's really basic. I don't think that I need to do these for you guys. I think that you guys can look at the pictures and you can do these. Maybe I'll do tutorials later. Here's Santa, and then we have Mrs. Claus. Aren't they so cute? But I think maybe I should do some of them standing up. So I'm thinking that, like, tell me which one, Santa and Mrs. Claus, maybe standing up so that they just have a little stander and they don't have the top part, of course. And then we have a snowman body, and then we have this snowman head. So there's two different things. So you can do just the body or the head part. Aren't those cute? You need 3 Santas and 1 reindeer. Cool. They're posted. So they are posted. If you ever want to just pick up things, Jenny, if you're down in the area, you can definitely do pickup. You don't have to have it shipped to you. If it's cheaper. So I haven't posted. I'll drop the link here for you guys. And then here's the Santa outfit and then the reindeer. I thought that was really cute. And then we have the elf, like his outfit, and then the elf head. So all these I made into gift card holders. And then last but not least, a little ginger. So yeah, so a gift card just slides right into there. It's 2 layers. So the other layer has a cutout area right there. So the layer underneath, so the gift card can just slide right in there. Let me just grab a paste packet. So it just slides in just like that. Okay, so gift card just slides in like that. So maybe part of the gift card might show above. That's okay. All right, so these are all basic painting and then inking, gluing together. I don't think that I have to do a tutorial for all of that, but I wanted to do a tutorial for these guys here so I can show you how to do those and show you what's included and all of that stuff. Okay, so let me give you the link for these guys. Or actually, let me just give you the link for the Christmas section. And that way you will see all the stuff. Collection, Christmas. So it's going to be like the top one is going to be that. And then you can just grab that, share that collection. I'm going to share that with you. And I have 12 of these ready to go. So I painted them up. Oops. Maybe I didn't copy. There we go. Paste. Come on. Sometimes it doesn't do it the first time. There we go. Okay, so I have that ready there. You don't have to get these now. They're going to be around for a long time, but I have 12 of them that I did last night because I needed to engrave them, and then I had to paint that. Then I had to put that back in the laser and engrave that. Okay, so this is how it comes. Let me go closer so I can show you. I'll take these out. This is what comes in the kit and what you have to paint. Okay, so it's going to come like this. It's going to have one little bead. Let me just grab this to contain the bead. Okay, it's going to have your ribbon and your jute. Okay, we can set that to the side. And then it's going to have all this. Okay, so here's all your pieces that we're going to paint. There's not that many. So there's not a ton of pieces to paint. There's the Santa hat and his beard. Here's his face. There's a little bell. His mustache, a star, his hat brim, and or band, whatever you want to call it, and then the nose, okay, and then this and this. So this is already ready for you, and this is ready. You don't have to do anything with those two. And the way that I lined this up was I like it to read like this. I like it to read in a circle. So here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. So what I did was this little dash that's right here, I lined that up with the little hook part. So we can set this to the side. We don't need that right now. We're just going to paint this, but it's going to come in a little bag like that. So you're going to look at it and go, okay, what do I need to do? All right, we can actually just put out some blue painter's tape probably to do this. Okay, and here's the reindeer one. So this is going to be here. You don't have to grab this today. I just want to show you today because I had so many people send me messages and go, I'm interested, or comment on the video. Okay, it's going to come with a bead and then the ribbon and the jute, and it's going to be random colors. Like this one has green and it has a red bead. You know, it's gonna be random. Okay, so take this apart. This part you don't have to do anything with. Separate everything. This part you don't have to do anything. Set that aside. So we need to paint Rudolph, and he has antlers, and he has a nose. So there's even less, and we will be doing like cheekies and the ears. So there's not much to do. I'm going to actually just take some blue painter's tape and put it right down here. Super easy to paint right like this on a surface. Okay, so let's get Rudolph ready and get him painted. And then we're going to get Santa. Yeah, you can do this on a table. You can do this on a piece of cardboard. I'm just going to do it right here like this. Okay, so we'll paint the top part red. It's actually the alizarin crimson, and then the bottom's white. White always takes 3 coats. So I can turn this sideways. Those are both going to be white. And then we have the little tiny bell. And then this is going to be flesh for the face. And the nose is flesh color too. And then yellow for the star. Okay, so really basic painting, guys. That's why I said, do you really want to do this? Yeah, and people are like, yes, I do. Okay, so I'll teach you. Let me put myself up in the corner. Okay, I'm going to move all this stuff that we don't need to the side. Darlene's going to go in the corner. Go to the corner, Darlene. There we go. All right. Hi. Hi, Carrie. Could use prayers. Looks like you're going to have to put... Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Oh, gosh. Oh, poor Mugsy. I'm so sorry, Carrie. That is like the hardest thing ever. I just wish our pups would live forever. It's the worst. It is just absolutely the worst to have to do that. I'm sorry. Gosh, that's hard. Okay, alizarin crimson. It's going to take 3 coats, remember? Okay, let me get a paper towel for my brushes, and I'll just put them up here since I have all the other ornaments over there. So we'll just put brushes up in the corner. Okay, so alizarin crimson, and you're going to do the top part here. Okay, so what's going on with him? He's just getting older, or does he had something going on with him before, right? Did he have congestive heart failure like my dogs had? That's just so sad. It's just the worst. Oh my goodness. Our dogs, we get so attached to them. I'm like, you know, we love them so dearly that it just kills us when that happens. It just is so difficult. Okay, so white, the beard, the mustache, the hat band, and then we'll also use white to do a few little highlighting dots. Okay, so I'm going to get right in here and try not to get any of that red. We'll need 3 coats of the white also. So that's why I'm kind of starting that first. Okay, so we're doing the mustache and the hat band and his beard. Okay. All right. And then we need just a teeny tiny drop of yellow for the bell. There's many different yellows. You can use antique gold, true ochre, deep ochre, just a bunch of different ones. Okay, so just a tiny, tiny bit. Doesn't take much at all. Hey, Kat, how are you? It is absolutely the worst. I am just... When we have to put our pets down, it's just terrible. Stubby, he's been stumbling a lot lately. Okay, so I'm just barely doing this. I don't want to fill in all of the things. Okay, so you can hardly tell that I even painted that. He's been stumbling and falling, and gosh, you know, but he's not in pain. So my husband and I said he's not in pain. He's just falling. So we're just gonna let him keep doing what he does. Yesterday was a really bad day. He has a hard time just going outside, going from the transition from outside to the little concrete below. It's like half a step down, like 6 inches, and it's hard for him. Okay, so I have to do the nose. I'll do the nose first, and then the face, I'm going to kind of go sideways. I don't want to fill in the eyes. If I happen to fill in the eyes, I'll take my marker and I will fix that. Okay. Oh, the star needs to be gold too. So do I have enough on there for that? I do. Okay, so that's like yellowish gold. Okay. No CHF. He recently went completely blind. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty much deaf. Last night he all of a sudden tensed and started crying out so loud. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so hard. Yeah, it sounds like there's something going on. How old is he? How old did you say? I don't think you said, but darn. That's just so sad. Hi Kat, how are you doing? Tomorrow is the big day. Um, yes. For you too? Okay, do you have surgery tomorrow? Is that what's going on? I know the big day tomorrow for me is being able to um hopefully adopt the puppy. It's not really a puppy. She's actually 5 years old. So that's what they say. It's hard to know because they actually said that Sophie was like three or four, two or three. Um it's hard to know. It's hard to know. Okay. So I'm gonna try to not get it in the eyes. I'm being really careful. I'm gonna just kind of pull down. I'll probably have to get 2 coats on here. So this was honey brown, just like we used for our gingerbread. And then the nose, I'm gonna use red, real red, not that burgundy red. I'm gonna use country red. You took him outside this morning versus back like collapsed, and then he was able to stand. Oh, 11 and a half. Aw, poor little guy. It's so hard. You know, I keep thinking that Stubby's so much older, and then I got a reminder on my Facebook that says 13 years ago, and it showed him as a puppy. And I'm like, really? Has it only been 13 years? I feel like he's so much older. So this is country red. You can use any red. I just want a bright red for the nose. We'll put second coats on everything, and then dark chocolate for the antlers. Hi Denise, how are you? You're adopting the dog or fostering her? I have to adopt her. I'm calling it fostering, but I have to adopt her from the animal shelter, and I'm going to try to find the owner because they ran the microchip and they hit a dead end where the owner didn't respond, but they didn't do anything else. So I'm going to try to find her owners. I feel like she's probably stolen from another area. So I'm going to work on that. I'm just feel pushed to do that. Like there's something behind this. there's something more with this dog. And I don't want it to go to another person and then the owner never finds it. So I want the owner to have an opportunity to find it. So in my head, I'm saying I'm fostering. On paper, I have to adopt. So that's what has to happen. So I know it's kind of confusing, but to the shelter, I will be adopting. In my head, I'm just fostering because I don't want to get attached. So I'm saying I'm fostering because I'm going to take care of this dog until we find its family. I really feel like I can. I just feel like there's so much more that the family's out there in a different area. And I have people that do microchip research. So I'm going to have them work on it. I'm going to try to get, the forwarding address. Once we get the original address, even going to you can actually go to the vet that inserted it. And unless they're out of business, which in that many years, they're probably still there. You can find the day that it was inserted and they can usually track the owner. So there's so many ways to find the owner, but the shelters don't have the manpower to do all that. So I'm going to do that and try to find the owner. If it doesn't work, then she'll be ours, I guess. And if she doesn't work with our group, if she doesn't work with all the other dogs, then I know that I can find her a loving home. So that's the plan. I just can't stop thinking about her. And so something's just telling me I just need to do it. So whether it's because she's supposed to end up with this or because I'm going to find her family and they've been looking for her for a long time, I don't know. I don't know what the end result's going to be. I just know that God is pushing me to do this. So, and if it's supposed to work out, it will. So, okay, second coat's on everything, and then I'll put a third coat on the white and the alizarin crimson. Oh, guys, I know. I just love animals so much. I want to help them all. I wish I had a great big ranch and I would actually have a facility to help them. My husband too. He's so funny. He's funny because he said, "Well, if she looks like such a nice dog. If we can't find the owners, can we keep her?" I'm like, "Yes, we can, but my goal is to find the owner because I just feel like there's an owner out there that's been looking for her, but not in this area. I feel like she was taken from somewhere else. That's just my gut feeling is she was taken from somewhere else, and that's what I'm going to find." Okay, so second coat's on everything. And then we'll put our third coat. We'll dry that. We'll put our third coat and then I'll assemble it. Okay, so this isn't very much. So when you get your little kit and you think, "Oh, I don't have to paint very much," you don't. There's hardly anything to paint. What kind of dog is she? She's a Shih Tzu. This is what we're making today. And I did show all the other ornaments that I had recently made. We're doing the tracker one. So this is to Track Santa. So you scan this with your phone. It's gonna come already, this part pre-painted because it has all the words around it. And then this part already engraved, and you scan that to Track Santa. It goes to the NORAD website. Okay, so that part, and then this part is for the reindeer. So I just wanted to show you how to assemble all this because I had many people send me messages yesterday. Are you ready for a sad story? What if it was an older person who passed and the dog was just released? Yes, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. So it could be. It absolutely could be that. I need to get my little ranch. It's still available. The one that I've been looking at. There is kind of like that one house, remember that house that I told you about that I've had my eye on? It's still available. They haven't dropped it another 100,000 though. I'm waiting. My husband isn't, he's like, he doesn't want to move. When he moves, he wants to move to Prescott. And I'm just not so sure of that because I don't want to move out of state. I have all my craft shows here. Yeah, he definitely wants to move. But okay, I'll do a third coat on this. So I feel like this dog is probably more Shih Tzu, like maybe not even a mix. It might even be 100% Shih Tzu. Depending on if I don't find the owner right away, I'll do the DNA test so that I know, because it's always fun to know those things. But if I find the owner right away, then I won't bother with the DNA test. So I've already got her a collar and leash and harness, and I bought one of the little car seats for carrying her in the car instead of going in a kennel, because she will have the cone of shame because she's getting she's getting spayed today. So she will be coming home with the cone of shame. And then I had already gotten rid of all the little outfits that I got my other dogs when they were spayed. I had the outfits that I put on them. I might try to order another one really quick because those are really good, the little outfits, the surgical outfits. And hopefully she is potty trained. Hopefully. Yeah, you not good. Yeah. Like that can happen, but it's okay because I know that if somebody's been missing her, then I know that it's for the right reason, because I know how that feels. I know how it feels to have lost a dog and not be able to find it. And I can get attached, but I can also know that I'm doing it for the right reason. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I love so many animals. All the puppies. I got attached to my puppies. I miss the puppies, but I knew that they're going to bring joy into other people's homes. So, yeah, and that's the thing, is that I know these things, that I need to be able to let them go and not get so attached, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna try not to get too attached. Okay, I'm gonna ink the edges. We're gonna do the cheekies, but I wanted to ink the edges first. I don't know why. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should be doing the cheekies and then inking. I kind of forgot. But hey, I'm already started, so let's go ahead and do it. And I'm just kind of inking this. And then the nose will have some little white highlighting on it. Ink around this and that. And the mustache. We'll ink around the circles too. So this is actually a really quick project. So these are $4.75 and they're pretty much, well, I'm going to say they're 50% painted for you because you don't have to paint the other part. And this is only taking, we're at 30 minutes, but I talk a lot. I talk a lot. So this is a quick project. You can do the ink or choose not to do the ink. Not everybody wants to do the ink on these. I just like to do it because it gives it just a little bit of dimension. And you got to be really careful when you're inking these teeny tiny pieces. You can actually ink them when they're still on the board if you want to. Hi, Nyla. How are you? You know what you're going through. Exactly, Jenny. Exactly. So, hey, Kimberly. How are you? Hi, Lori. That was what I thought, was that I know what I'm going through with Chloe, and if I can help a family, because when they told me that this dog has a microchip, but they couldn't find the family, I'm like, I can. I can try. And the way for me to try is I have to get my hands on that dog, because they wouldn't just give me the microchip number. If they had done that, then it would have been easy, and I could have told the family, hey, your dog is at this place. And like Kat says, it could be an older person who the dog, the owner passed away. It could be a person that they had a pet sitter and the dog got loose and they decided, well, I'm not going to go look for it. It could be anything. So honestly, I am ready for any of that, because after losing Chloe, I have heard so many sad stories. It won't surprise me what this dog's story is. This dog has a story, and I just have to be the detective and figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit of the red. We're gonna do cheekies and the ears. Okay, so for Santa, it's just barely. There's like, you probably should have it on the tape still. Let me put it on the tape. Do you barely do any cheekies because it's on this little tiny face piece. Let me try to get closer for you because it's so small. Okay, so I'm going to take my little dauber thing. I tried to find these online. I couldn't find it. Craft Smart. Okay, so that's the brand. Anyways, I think that's Michael's brand. Okay, they're little daubers. You can use a Q-tip too. I'm going to just twist and get most of that paint off. I'm going to put just a tiny bit on the cheekies, just barely, just on the Santas. There's just barely right there. And then for the reindeer, you can put it right here for cheeks on each side of the nose, and then we'll fill in some of the ear area. Okay. And then we can start assembling this. We can start gluing it together. This is a quick project, but I needed to show you all the steps because, there's a few steps, and then we'll be doing some white highlights. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my glue and my little dish. So Chalk Club just arrived. Yay! Yay! I'm glad it did. I'm glad you got it. Okay, there's like... it wasn't coming out. Okay, I don't need a whole lot for the tiny stuff. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I want to get this outside piece set on here on the Santa one. Okay, and then I'm going to put some glue on here where Santa goes and the little bell thing. Okay, and I'm going to line this up. You want to line this up and you want to get Santa in place. Okay, so that goes there. And then Santa goes right next to it. And then the little bell. Don't put it over the top of the QR code at all. So if you have to adjust things and move it up just a touch, do that. But don't cover that QR code because you need to be able to scan the entire thing. Okay, does that make sense? Plop the little face right in there. Okay, and then there's a hat band, there's a mustache, a nose, and a star. Okay, so that's all. There's not that much that you're going to be assembling. The mustache. Okay, and I'm going to use my little tiny, I'm going to use my sponge to do glue on this star. Just a touch, just a tiny touch of glue, and it goes up on the hat band, and then some on the nose. Just a little bit. And then we'll set this to this side, and then I'll show you how to do the jute and the bow and that. Okay, so that one's just going to sit to the side while I do Rudolph. So that one's all done. And then we'll do the ribbon and all of that. Okay, and bring this one over. On this one, I want you to do Rudolph first so that you can fit this around there. There's a little notch. Okay, so that little notch right there is where the antler and the ear go. So that's going to show you your placement. So this is scored. It tells you where to put your Rudolph. Okay, so that will be easy for you. You're going to put your Rudolph right where that scoring is. And then you're going to quickly work and do this. You're going to quickly put your glue on here, and you're going to fit this around it. You're going to make sure it all fits together nicely and it's lined up on the edge. Okay, so look where that little loop part is. That's where the antler is, and there's the ear and the cheek. Okay, so that just fits right there. And then just check your placement. Make sure everything is even. And make sure you're not covering your QR code. Okay, so you don't want to cover the QR code. You kind of press the reindeer over to the side, making sure that everything is still lined up. Okay, and then the only thing, is do the nose and the antlers. And then we'll do some little white highlights on here. And then we'll do ribbon and a bead. So like I said, there's not a ton for you to do on this. But it's a cute little project. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be selling them already painted, of course. I'll have them at my craft show. I don't think I'm going to post any. They are a bit of work as far as the engraving time to do a whole sheet of these for 6. It's 38 minutes for 6. That's a lot to do all this stuff, all the cutting and everything. Yeah, and then you have to paint the ring part and pop that back in for another 1.5 minutes each. Okay, so I got that lined up. Let's move this. Let me wipe this off and get it out of the way. I always try to clean it because that way it'll come off easier. What is the name of the glue? The glue that I'm using, Tracy, is Art Glitter. Okay, let me just go out a little bit now. It says Art Glitter Designer Adhesive. So if you type that into Amazon, if you search Amazon, I can give you the link. You know what? Let me do that. Let me give you guys the link for the glue. It is easy to find, but I actually had to type in adhesive, not glue. Okay, so when I searched for it the other day, I had to type in Art Glitter Designer Adhesive. So when I typed in glue, it didn't come up. Okay, so let me find it for you. Comes in different ones. I like this one that has a bottle like this, and it has a refill, and it has little tips. Let me give you the link if it's gonna let me. Let me give that to you, and I'll earn like maybe 13 cents on that. I am an associate for Amazon, but I get like $1 or something a month. It's not much. Okay, there you go. There's the link. Don't know why you thought ink came with it. It does come with it. Cat, look inside. The ink is inside the envelope. Okay, so the ink is inside the envelope with the transfer. Okay, so yeah, Kimberly's saying you should have ink with it. So open up the envelope and stick your hand all the way inside. My ink was at the very bottom of the envelope. They don't put it in with the transfer. they have it separate. They have it outside of the transfer. So you have your envelope, and inside that you have an envelope that has a transfer, and then you have the bag, and then the ink should be separate in there. You should have, which I didn't have, you should have cadet and black. But I had 2 blacks. It was okay. All right, so let's do this part. Let's do the ribbon. I am going to hot glue it on. You can stick it through the jute, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so for this one, we are going to do the black. Let's see, is that, yeah, black ribbon on this one. Okay, so fold your jute in half. Nothing. Okay, so there's nothing in your envelope. So what you need to do is you need to log into your Chalkator account, and you know what? I can send you the link. I can send you the link right here. Okay, so if you're missing something, let me do that. Let me send you the link. It'll take me a second. So if you're missing anything, you just go in, you have to fill it out. I know you have ink already, but they owe you ink. So let me get you the link for that. It's a form that you fill out, and you're just going to fill it out, and it's going to, you're going to say, I'm missing this, and they'll have to replace it. Just like they had to replace my ink because they gave me 2 black. So, let's see, defective product replacement request form. Okay, I think that's the one that, I think that's the one. Oh, it's wanting a password. I'm gonna have to do it later. Sorry, I don't remember what my password is for that. I'll send you the form. The other thing you can do is you can chat with them. So you could log into your Chalkator account and just go to chat and say, hey, I got my club, but I was missing my ink. And they can send you the form right there. If you're not able to do that, just let me know and I can get it to you. But the problem is that it's going to take them 10 days to get that ink to you. I know that you have ink. I'm sorry that happened to you. That really sucks, but I know you have, at least you have ink. I know that you do. So not everybody does. I hope they're checking that carefully. Was it you that sold ornaments that had the year and a place to put photos? Possibly. I've done ornaments forever. So how do the tips work? On the glue, there's a metal tip. I haven't used it, so I'm not sure. The metal tip, I think, goes over the top of it. I didn't use it. I kind of just set it aside and said, oh, I don't need this. So I'm not sure. Okay, so I need to show you on the other one. I have my bead on there. I tied a knot after the bead, and then I'm going to tie a knot at the top. Sorry, I was just doing it instead of showing you. Okay, and then I'm going to do a bow for this one with the black. Okay, but let me show you the jute because it's important for you to know how to do it. Okay, you're going to fold it in half. And fold it in half and then pinch right where it is at the half mark there. Push that through the hole. There's a hole at the top here where it's going to hang. Open that up and grab the tails. Pull the tails through. I try to get them even. Okay, because that part's going to go through the bead. Okay, so pull until that's tight. And then sometimes you have to twist this. If it is really bad, you could tape it. You're going to thread that through the bead. Okay, so you have it like that. You're going to thread it through the bead. And then you're going to tie a knot right after the bead. I do that so it keeps it in place, so it just stays there. The metal tip makes a very fine line. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm reading all the messages. Kat, yes, because you absolutely have a ton of ink, so that's good. But I wish it didn't happen to anybody. You know, like me, I got 2 black and I didn't get a cadet. I know they're having some issues with shipping. I don't know if they got some new people in there or if they're just stressed. I don't know. But okay, so we did that. We got that ready. We're going to tie our bows just like you tie your shoes. Going to make your loop, wrap it around, bring the other loop through. This ribbon is printed or woven. It's woven so that it's the same on both sides, so it's really easy to tie. You don't have to worry about it. You know how some ribbon is single-sided? This is not that way. Okay, so kind of adjust that and then just do an angle. Okay, so that's about the size, just like that, about that size. You bought, I think it was a snowman and a reindeer, and you did not get to do it last year, hoping you would get the ring for this year. If you send me a picture of it, then I might be able to know what it is. I'm not sure which one it would be because I've done so many. Just send me a picture and I will recognize it or not right away. Okay, do my bows. I have a hot glue gun plugged in. I'm just going to hot glue this on there. It's easy to do that. You could have this be in your jute, but I really actually like the look of it being in front. So just tie your bow, and if you have to adjust it, do that. It's better to cut it longer and trim it down rather than cut it too short. That's just going to go, it's just going to go right there. Okay, so I'm going to show you where I'm going to put my glue. I'm going to bring in my hot glue gun. Okay. And see right here where the circle is, where it joins. See right there, that area. That's where I'm going to put some hot glue. Okay. And then I'm just going to press the bow right into it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right there and up onto the jute area. And I can do both of them. And then I'm going to drop this back down onto my mat on the floor. And then I'm just going to press the bow into the jute. Don't get it on your fingers. And I kind of really want the words to show. So I just kind of spread it apart. Just like that. Tap, tap, tap. And it's done. It's still hot. So be careful. Don't pick it up right away. I'm going to unplug my glue gun because I'm really bad about that. And then we're done with that. So let me show you those other ornaments. Some of you guys hopped on after I had started. Okay, so these are all done. So you might get different colored beads and ribbon. It's just going to be random. Okay, oh, we didn't do the white highlights, guys. Let's do that. Let's do the white highlights. Hello, hello. Can you use the white glue for the bows? No, the white glue for the bows, you want it to stick right away. I wouldn't use the white glue for the bows. Let me do the details on these. Okay, so we need some little white highlights. But you can leave it just like this. If you don't want to do the white highlights, that's fine. You're going to take a stylus and some white paint. And then we're just gonna do like a dash like this. We're just kind of draw a dash, and then we're going to do dot, 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 and then a dot on the star, and then we're going to do like a little thing on the nose. So that's all I did. Okay, so that, you don't have to do the highlights, but I just looked at it and go, oh, I forgot to do that. Okay, and then on the ears, you're going to do your ears, dot, dot, dot. Okay, and then on the nose, we'll do our little, it's like a dash or like a, I don't know what you want to call it. Anyways, that, and then on each cheeky, and then that's done. So that's all I did. It just adds a little bit to it. Okay, I'm going to dry that really quick because otherwise I'm going to end up touching it and that will be a problem. But that was super easy. You have to get these as gifts for you. Oh, yes, perfect. That will be fun. Okay, let me just dry it really quickly, and I'm going to bring in the other ornaments so you can see. They'll be really good for gifts, gift cards. I just think it's kind of fun to give somebody an ornament that has a gift card holder on it, because then they have basically two gifts in one. And you don't have to put the gift card holder on the back. You can order it and not do the gift card holders. All right. Hi, Heidi. How are you? How's it going up there? All the way in Alaska. Okay, I'm going to bring in all of these little cutie pies. Okay, so I did make all of them into gift card holders, but you don't have to. Okay, so I'm just going to bring them all in so you can see them again in person. And then I will go wash my paintbrushes. I have so much to do today. I don't even know which is my favorite on these. I just thought they were just so much fun to make. I'm going to have to go out further. And I'm choking on my own saliva. Don't you hate that when you're like you inhale or something. Okay. All right. I have to go out even further because here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa. So I did all these yesterday. So I painted all of these guys yesterday. They really painted up actually pretty quickly in just a couple of hours. But aren't they just so fun? I love Santa. I think he's so cute. I'll be making him into a little standard one. Good, you have had some rain to put the fires out. Oh, that's great. That's great. You have some of these in your cart. Okay, so if you want the backers separate, because I made it so that you could do just the ornament, it's like $3.75 for the ornament. If you want if you want it to be a gift card holder, there's a link at the bottom and it's $1, so you can add that or just make it into an ornament. The elf, yeah, I know, isn't it so cute? Okay, guys. All right, that's it. That's it for our little tutorial today. If you have questions, just send me a message and I'll get back with you. I just love them all. They're so much fun. But they'll be there. Okay, remember, it is only July. But it is July. So it's Christmas in July. So we're starting early. We just have to. You know, you have to start early with things. But I just think these are just so darn cute, the little Track Santa. So they just scan that QR code, and it took me a little bit to figure that out because my laser is different than the laser that it was programmed for. So I had to figure it out. I had to do some testing, but everything is good now. It goes right to the website, and then the website starts up December 1st. Then the child can start tracking Santa from there. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. This is so much fun. This is my favorite time of the day, is to spend it with you guys. Remember, tomorrow I will be driving up to pick up the dog from the shelter. So I may or may not be able to upload a project. I'm not going to stress about it. If I'm able to, if my program cooperates with me, then I'll have one. If not, then I'll go live after there and let you guys know what happened and show you the dog if I get the dog. Like I said, I have to get there early. There's always competition for small dogs when they come up for adoption. It's just crazy. It's a crazy world out there. Okay, guys, let me know if you have questions. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. These would be so cute just standing. I just think they would. So I'll make some into little standers. I think it's a good size too, just small like that. I don't think I need to make them bigger, right? Do you think they need to be bigger? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit bigger. All right. Okay. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. It is Monday, so make it a good week. All right.